You notice I start, you can count the beads, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I have.
Where?
John, are you starting the... John, get the fucking room in. Yes, still not there? Whatever. You got dinner, right? 11 minutes. You start.
Is it boiling yet?
Not almost. Okay. You ready? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna face this way. Okay. Do you want to start with how you became homeless and how old you were?
Mm-hmm. Right now?
Yeah.
Oh. Can we start over? Sorry, forget that.
Starting over. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I became homeless when it was actually just 6 months ago. And I used to stay at 19th Avenue in Thunderbird. That's where I used to go. And I used to stay with a friend until I got kicked out. And then ever since, I've been sleeping outside, and most of it was just couch surfing.
How did you get to that position? How was your childhood?
My childhood was alright, but I was what you could say a troublemaker.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my childhood was fine. It was just after high school, things have been going downhill.
So no history of rape or
no,
okay.
Of course not.
Abuse?
Mm-mm.
Nothing? Okay. So it can happen to anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, people think that homeless is a choice.
It's not a choice. It's what you make of it. If you choose to be homeless, then you're homeless. You know, if not, then I could still be at home right now if I wanted to.
Do you have any mental issues or anything of history, psychotic episodes?
I do have chronic depression.
Okay.
And I used to have ADD until I learned to control it when I turned 18.
Yeah. Wow. Obviously. Wow. Are you currently on any meds?
No.
Do you currently feel depressed?
At times I do, when I see families together and still wish it was with me, with my family.
What are you seeing out on the streets with the families?
What do you mean?
Like, what's happening to the families on the street?
They're breaking apart.
And they're being forced apart by decision of theirs or by this system?
Matters of both.
Mm-hmm.
It could be either they got thrown out of their home or they choose to be alone.
Do you think that there's anything that each individual could do out there in society to help ramify this and help the families, or just stay out of it?
I guess they should stay out of it because we can fix our problems, we can change, it's just we choose not to.
Okay. What would you do if you had, say, $50,000? What's the first thing you would change down at Cass or around St. Vincent de Paul or Andre House or Watkins?
I would build a better place. I would I'd give them beds and food and shelter. And
How bad are those beds?
they're bad to the point where there's bed bugs in them.
What do they tell the people when they give the beds and they complain about them?
They give them a new one.
They do?
But it could be the same mattress that someone else has complained about. So.
Oh, so it's not a new mattress, it's a used... Are they
It's a different-
disinfesting them before they give them?
I'm not sure. I've only been down there like once.
Okay. How do they treat you down there?
It's pretty much like jail. You can't leave until once you get in the gates, you're considered locked in.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only get out till morning. But when you get up, you have to do chores.
Mm-hmm.
And on every Sunday in the walk-ins, you get locked in.
All day?
Yes.
What do they tell you? What's their excuse for locking you in?
For safety reasons.
Is there any priest or bishops or anybody that comes in there for Sunday for
Yes.
religion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how many what are the religions that are coming through?
Mostly about like Christ and.
Yeah, like, is there, like, Muslims coming in do they have a Muslim, do they have a Buddha, or,
They just have a priest.
just
like,
one priest Catholic?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just one. Huh. And they lock you in there all Sunday. So what are your options in there? TV, church?
Not really. You stay in there and, you go to lunch and everything at the same DePaul's place, and then you have to go back. I mean, you're welcome to stay outside too. There's not really much you can do there.
But once you leave Watkins facility, like the premises, you can't come in, right? Or how does that work?
If you leave and don't come back, then you lose your bed,
Okay.
and you'll have to go online again. And if they don't have beds, you'll have to wait again. Like
So what
2
happens
days.
if you lose your bed and you're on the street? What do you get?
You can either sleep outside or
What happens to people that sleep outside?
they either get raped or jumped or killed.
And what do the officers do?
You don't do anything.
Do they issue tickets?
If you're sleeping, yeah.
How much are those tickets?
It depends.
Mhm.
Could be between the range of $50 and $500. Depends on if it's government property or how long you've been sleeping there.
So a lot of those people can't afford rent, let alone a ticket, right? And so
Yeah.
what happens when you don't pay that ticket? What's issued?
You get arrested
Get a warrant,
and a
right?
warrant.
And you stay in there and work it off until. And how much do they pay us? Like depends on the job, right? Like 13 cents to 56 cents an hour
Yeah.
to pay off that ticket. Yeah. What do you want to see for the women? What would you like to see for the single women that don't have children?
Well, I want to see them off the streets. I want to see them, changing their lives because they're still young and they can find a job and, start a family.
Do a lot of them go missing?
Yeah.
Do you know? Well, I mean, we can only assume where they're going, and I don't want to start anything, but I think of a lot of them going to prostitution or drugs, or just kidnapped and gone for good.
That's why I'm lucky.
You're one of the lucky ones, huh?
They say only 6 months
Mm-hmm.
until you become a prostitute, and I've been out for 6 months. I'm still strong.
Yes, you are. What are you doing to change your life? What are you learning about?
Well, right now, I'm learning about the laws and about the government and everything, and
Is that to help you or to defend yourself?
it's to defend myself.
Not to help, huh? You don't feel it's help anywhere, or just
Oh, I do. It's just both, pretty much.
okay. Okay. Did you have any questions for me?
Do you regret any of this at all?
Not one day of my life. I see everything I went through is for a reason now. It all has meaning. Every single human being has meaning.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be sleeping outside. And I'm so glad you found me. Because it's been hard. It's not easy.
I'll always find you have a good heart.
You always find me.
You're loved very much.
If you're like me, you don't want to be in this right now. You don't. It's hard trying to get food and trying to shower when places are shut down or you're far from home. And I'm just glad to be here. Otherwise, I'd still be sitting outside. So I thank you for everything.
You make me want to be the best possible human being I can be.
You give me hope.
You're definitely the next generation, so you guys give me hope. I know that the way you guys clean up and the way you research, and even if somebody decides they need to drink alcohol because they need to forget where they're at and the circumstances, I'm still impressed by the fact that the 20s generation are there. You guys are rising. You're going, no, this is enough. And you take care of each other. I've noticed. So make me not want to go and be self-centered and go out and eat fast food and make me take care of myself, even though I got sick yesterday. Sorry about that. But you make me want to be a better person, not abuse my body and I have to be top, and especially what's going on with Food Not Bombs, and some of the churches, the smaller ones, are getting told they can't hand out food. So somebody's got to be able to get to these guys. You know, they're sick. Some of them are mentally ill. Some of them are disabled. The system, obviously, either the money's not getting there right, or there's something really wrong with what's going on. As much as we're paying in taxes, and I mean, even just buying something simple at the grocery store, something's wrong, very wrong, and I'll find out what it is, and I'm sure together we're gonna figure this out. So Wednesdays, library, 2:00. So the only way we defend ourselves is not America. So I'm sorry you're going through this. We gotta go find the other little ones though too. Women. I love you, kiddo.
Me too.
Thank you.